Happy morning, kids! I am Teacher Angela Liwanagan, your English teacher this morning. Welcome to our channel, My Study Angel. I hope each of you is safe, happy, and healthy. Before discussing the topic, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be updated on my new videos. Please share, like, and comment as well. Thank you! The lesson I am going to discuss today is the types of informational or factual texts. Informational or factual texts inform readers on true, fact-based information. These include wide range of non-fiction, historical, scientific, and technical texts, including autobiographies and biographies, books about history, social studies, sciences and the arts, directions, forms and information displayed in graphs, charts, or maps and digital resources on a range of topics. Providing factual descriptions is one of the ways in writing informational or factual texts. Informational or factual texts are materials that provide significant information or details about a particular person, place, thing, event, issue, and the like. They vary in terms of types, signal questions, and signal words. Type of informational or factual text. Sequence. Purpose. Describes or presents statements, events, or items in order and or enumerates procedures or steps in doing something. Signal words used. First, second, next, then, before, after, finally, following, not long after, now, soon. We have here an example, kids. Creamy vegetable salad. Procedure. First, combine vegetables with pineapple chunks. Next, melt grated cheese about 1/2 cup. Gradually add 1/4 cup evaporated milk and 3 tablespoons water. Stir continuously until mixture is well blended. Then, add pineapple syrup and a dash of pepper. Simmer for 3 minutes and cool completely. Finally, pour over chilled vegetable mixture. Toss and mix well. Chill until ready to serve. Kids, in order for you to have a creamy vegetable salad, you need to follow these steps. Here, we have the signal words used. We have first, next, then, and finally. Meaning, combining vegetables with pineapple chunks is the first step, while pouring over chilled vegetable mixture is the final or the last step. Type of informational or factual text. Cause and effect. Purpose refers to what happened or the effect and why it happened or the cause. The signal words used are so, because, since, therefore, if, then, this led to, reason why, as a result, may be due to, effect of, consequently, for this reason. Example, this 21st century, cities have grown so large that now about 50% of the world's population lives in urban areas. For one reason, many industries and job opportunities abound in cities. Another reason is that many big schools, colleges, and universities are to be found in the cities. Still, another reason is that as cities grow, people put up places of leisure, entertainment, and culture. As you have observed, kids, different causes were stated. These are the following. Many industries and job opportunities abound in cities. Many big schools, colleges, and universities are to be found in the cities. And as cities grow, people put up places of leisure, entertainment, and culture. While the effect is that cities have grown so large. You see, kids, causes are clearly given for you to identify, for you to understand its effect. Type of informational or factual text. Description. Purpose. Describes a person, place, thing, idea, or concept by explaining its features and characteristics or by giving examples. Signal words used are, for instance, an example, such as, to illustrate, characteristics. We have an example, pulley. The machine called the pulley helps us to lift heavy weights with ease. It consists of a rope or chain slung around a wheel or series of wheels. One end of the pulley rope is attached to an overhead beam. The effort or pull is applied at the other end of the rope. To lift very large weights, a combination of pulleys called a block and tackle is used. The principle is the same as in the case of a single movable pulley. Only here, the weight is divided between a number of strands of rope. Kids, the text describes a thing, a machine, the pulley. All of the sentences here and ideas describe the pulley. These are the ideas. Pulley is a machine that helps us to lift heavy weights with ease. It consists of a rope or chain slung around a wheel or a series of wheels. One end of the pulley rope is attached to an overhead beam. The effort or pull is applied at the other end of the rope. To lift very large weights, a combination of pulleys called a block and tackle is used. A single movable pulley is divided between a number of strands of rope. Type of informational or factual text. Comparison and contrast. Purpose. Shows or presents how two or more things are alike and or different. Signal words used, same as, similar, alike, as well as, not only but also, both, instead of, either or, on the other hand, different from, as opposed to. Example, telescopes make faraway things look nearer. They work by gathering the light from an object and bending it to make a tiny picture called an image. The image is then made larger. There are two kinds of telescopes. A refracting telescope uses two lenses. A large lens collects the light. A smaller lens makes the image larger. A reflecting telescope has a curved mirror to collect light. Light from the object passes the tube, is reflected back by the concave mirror. A small flat mirror directs these rays into the eyepiece. Kids, when we talk about comparison, we are comparing similar characteristics. When we talk about contrast, we are comparing the different characteristics. First, we are going to have the comparison of the two kinds of telescopes. Both make faraway things look nearer. Similarly, they work by gathering the light from an object and bending it to make a tiny picture called an image. Also, the image is then made larger. Next, we will discuss contrast or the different characteristics of the two kinds of telescopes. The refracting telescope uses two lenses. The large lens collects the light. The smaller lens makes the image larger. While the reflecting telescope has a curved mirror to collect light. Light from the object passes the tube is reflected back by the concave mirror. The small flat mirror directs these rays into the eyepiece. Kids, I hope you understand both the similar and different characteristics of the two kinds of telescopes. Type of informational or factual text. Problem and solution. Purpose. Tells about the problem and the possible solutions to it. Signal words used. Question is, dilemma is, puzzle is, to solve this. One answer is, one reason for the problem is. We have an example. Recycling, an answer to our garbage problem. Recycling is the recovery and reuse of solid wastes to create new products. Is this the only solution to our problem? It's certainly the best idea we've come up with so far. It's non-polluting. It will reduce disposal costs through sale of the salvage materials, and it will enable us to recover the valuable elements instead of depositing or burying them forever. The text presented both the problem and the solution. Kids, the problem is our garbages, and the solution is recycling. As for this moment, recycling is the best solution to the problem. To convince us that recycling is the best idea or the best solution to the problem, advantages were given. Recycling is non-polluting. Recycling will reduce disposal costs through sale of the salvage materials, and recycling enable us to recover the valuable elements instead of depositing or burying them forever. You see, kids, both the problem and the solution were clearly presented and explained. Not only that, but also the advantages of the given solution. Now, because you know the types of informational or factual texts, we're going to answer the exercise. Directions. Identify the type of informational text given. A. Description. B. Problem and solution. C. Comparison and contrast. D. Cause and effect. E. Sequence. Kids, I am going to read the text first before you're going to give your answer. Android phone and iPhone. Android phone. Affordable. Updates less frequently. Less secure. Multiple manufacturers. Open systems. iPhone. Expensive. More timely updates. More secure. Single manufacturer. Closed systems. What kind of informational or factual text is this? The correct answer is very good. C. Comparison and contrast. Number 2. Mushroom. Mysterious. Seemingly overnight, the mushroom emerges from the earth, a miniature umbrella, unfurling without leaves or roots or need of sunlight. Not only a vegetable, this fruiting body of an edible fungus is among the most nutritious, elegant, and popular food. Among mushroom lovers, hunting wild specimen is a favorite though risky sport. The type of informational text is letter A. Description. Wonderful, kids! Number 3. Mother and Carlene planned and booked a trip to Beijing, China. 3 days before the flight, Mother gave the trip up because she felt that she needed a good rest still. Carlene traveled alone to China. To solve her problem, she saw to it that her itinerary was in place and her flight schedule and accommodation were all confirmed. Father got a map of Beijing for Carlene to study. She asked her Chinese friend to teach her common Chinese language expressions. Kids, what type of factual text is this? Letter B. Problem and solution. Number 4. Air pollution. Mother Earth continuously dying due to so much pollution caused by humans. Global temperature rises due to much chlorofluorocarbons or the CFCs that are emitted to the atmosphere by varied human activities like the release of toxic wastes coming from factories and vehicles, sprays, and other harmful activities. Kids, what type of informational text is this? Letter D. Cause and effect. Good job, kids! Number 5. A fertilized egg of a frog grows into a small tadpole. A tadpole has a big head and a long tail. It breathes through its gills. As the tadpole grows, its hind legs appear. These are followed by its front legs. As the legs develop, its tail becomes shorter. The gills disappear and are replaced by lungs. The tadpole grows into a young frog. This grows into an adult frog. This text is an example of a sequence. Well done, kids! So, the types of informational or factual texts are sequence, cause and effect, description, comparison and contrast, and problem and solution. Kids, I hope you learn the day's lesson.
Kung ninyo ang aking video, ay mag-subscribe na at pindutin ang bell para updated kayo sa aking bagong videos. Salamat! Mag-aral ng mabuti!